Well, today I used up the rest of my gems on a limited up event there to go and get this 1000 chain demon eye to really see how well this was going to go and work with the Nashir. Now, of course, we didn't have the Nashir, so then I had to go and pop on the Elorian sword, throw the gem sockets on it. So when I did my swap over to it, I would get all my Reapers back along with having those extra 2 for the gem slot. So now that I had that, the next thing I needed to do is go and spend $5, buy another swap talisman, and then go in and pull the collectibles off my helos there, and then go and throw it on the Nashir. Of course, I always miss something, my actual artifacts there. I think I did the deploy once, or I didn't do the deploy once. We threw on the Spear of Thor, we threw on the Sphinx, which remember, 5 stars now finally, and I decided to go in with this thing. I did do the brands too. We threw this thing in here, and I also threw Harpy in to see if those things would stack on that lightning +1. Fortunately though, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Now I know it sounded too good to be true, but given that they're both having the turn lightning skill on it, it's not like we can have 2 of the same skills. I mean, it's possible, but in this situation, the devs don't want to give us that, but still, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't go and slot both of these. I mean, you know, there is probably better things to go and slot, but in a situation where you are a little bit of a lower level, you don't have these things all maxed out, then this might be something you want to do. Like in my situation where I have this actual demon eye thing here at Epic, but I do have my Harpy at Mythic, well, I can gain that extra lightning bolt out of that turn lightning, but still get some of the benefits of having that whole eyeball looking thing. The name's too long for me to say over and over. But the big question is this thing broken? Well, I don't believe this is any white robe wizard, which is going to give this additional crit. And this is kind of specific with having those lightning stats inside there. So that's going to be your Reaper and Nashir, your Whisper and Galeras, and even the Angel Bow or whatever that turns into. It doesn't turn into anything yet because we're still waiting for the SS. But that's really the only situation I'd see that everybody's really pushing a lot of lightning bolts on it. And the fact that those daggers do proc them pretty good, then those would be the situations that I'd say, yeah, go and probably slot this thing. Either way, you're going to want to grab these just because these are going to be kind of the end game stuff, and having it in your inventory there makes it easy for you to go and switch back and forth. At any point in this game, we don't know when they're going to say, hey, shields and final damage reduction is out, lightning is in, and then all of a sudden this thing is the strongest brand in the game. Far-fetched, but that's just the way I'm thinking on this. Now, I could go and take this up to Mythic where I think this is going to be where it's incredibly strong, because remember, these SS ones are going to have double those global percentages of the attack, HP, and defense, but I'm not about to drop $1,000 on a brand right here when 2 weeks we're going to be getting an SS one, followed by another one after that. There's too much new stuff added to this game to really know how I want to go and build. But I think I'm going to stick with this Nashir for a while here, kind of just see how well it's working for me, and kind of just have the option to switch between this and the Helos now that I think those are going to be the 2 that I'm hanging on. Then again, that Whisper, Galeras, I always had that in the back of my mind, so maybe I'll work on a 3rd weapon to go and get up to Mythic so I can just switch between all 3. So should you get this thing, yes, I would try to go and unlock this. I mean, if you have the gems to do so, these things are going to be popping up left and right. But is it broken? Maybe, possibly at a high enough rarity, and if you are using the Nashir, the Whisper, the Reaper, the Galeras, those would be the options I go for, and Angel Bow too. But I am going to at least try to use the remaining gems on this to at least see if I can get it up to Legendary to get that final damage lightning on it. But at this point, just kind of showing it off here to slot it. But I think I'm going to throw a couple other things that are sitting at a better rarity for those global percentages. But with this, the Easter egg event, and even the big adventure event going on, which one should we be doing? Well, you might want to take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.